My father's girlfriend assaulted me because she was jealous that I had a baby, but my father refused to break up with her, so I took his right to be a grandfather. My father and I have always had a pretty good relationship, but TBH, it has been strained since I had my first child about 9 months ago, as I've not felt he's been very kind or supportive towards me. My husband, baby, and I went to visit him recently. He lives in a vacation spot, so we visit every winter. His girlfriend, who he's been with for a few years, moved in with him last year. His girlfriend and I have always gotten along, and I really loved her. I was prepared to allow my son to call her grandma even, and encouraged my dad to propose when he told me he was thinking about getting married to her. To my surprise, only 3 days into our visit, his girlfriend came home from work and lost it at me, and my dad witnessed the entire thing, screaming at me, accusing me of ridiculous things, saying horribly mean things to me. I have to spare you the details because otherwise the post will be so long. Still, essentially, she is an almost 60-year-old woman who has never married or had children, but always wanted to, and it seemed like she was angry that I have a child, and she never did, and was using me as a punching bag as a result. I felt like I was on the school playground, and getting bullied by the mean girl. Eventually, she got so angry that she came an inch from my face, screaming insults at me, waving her long fingernails in my face. This is where my dad stepped in and had to literally grab her arms and hold her back to prevent her from attacking me, but she kept escaping him and going after me, screaming at me, chasing me around the apartment. At one point, she started aggressively running toward the room where my baby was sleeping, screaming her head off and trying to open the door to wake up my baby. My dad grabbed her at the last second and prevented her from doing this. But when she tried to go into my baby's room like that, I knew there was no coming back from this, and I would never be willing to be near her again. She also put her hands on me aggressively after I told her not to touch me. Throughout this whole altercation, I did not scream at her or touch her at all. I tried my best to defend myself the entire time calmly, and my dad, who witnessed it, agreed I handled the situation as well as anyone could have. My dad felt her behavior was completely out of line, mean, aggressive, and scary. Since the incident occurred, I have not seen her, and I made it clear to my dad that I will never go near this woman again and cannot let her near my child again. When she was running towards his room, it was honestly one of the scariest moments of my life because I felt like she might try to hurt him. I even considered calling the police and filing assault charges against her, but decided not to, as I do not like dealing with police typically. The problem I am having with my father is that he has told me that he loves this woman and does not want to break up with her, even though he witnessed the entire event and agrees her behavior was unbelievably horrible, aggressive, and scary. As a mother myself, I cannot understand why he would want to stay with the person who assaulted his child. If someone did that to my son, I would leave them immediately and never see or speak to them again. I am so disappointed in my father that he would want to stay with this woman after this. The entire thing was traumatizing for me, and this happened several weeks ago, and I barely recovered. I told my dad that if he stayed with her, I will really have no choice but to stop having a relationship with him as well, and that also meant he cannot have a relationship with my son, his only grandchild. He says it is unfair for me to make him choose between her and I, and to that I told him she is the one making him choose because she's the one who attacked me. Update. My father started to refuse to speak about his relationship with his girlfriend to me. He would say his relationship is his personal business, and refused to answer any of my questions regarding whether they were staying together or not. I found out through my brother that my dad took his girlfriend on a tropical fancy vacation a couple of weeks ago. When I confronted my dad about it, he blatantly lied to me, saying he had not gone on vacation with her. Eventually, after multiple times of me telling him I didn't believe him, he finally admitted that they did go on this vacation together. Anyway, my dad has been evasive, lying to me, refusing to answer any of my questions honestly. As a last-ditch effort, I suggested we go to counseling together, which we did yesterday, and all he did was speak about how he loves this woman, and did not seem to care at all about the fact that she terrorized me. He kept saying that I was giving him an ultimatum, which is unfair, and that I should just want him to be happy in his relationship. It was a horrible counseling session, and I will not be wasting my time and energy going forward with that. It is abundantly clear that he's going to stay with his girlfriend, and I have decided to end my relationship with him. Edit to add, I did file a police report after my last post as well. The officer who took the report told me candidly that it was not worth it to pursue pressing charges against his GF as I did not experience any physical injury. However, there is at least a record of what happened in case things should escalate and his girlfriend behaves violently again. I do truly fear for my father's safety having this woman in his house, and I've told him that.